Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Healthy Living. Of course, with yours sincerely, Joy Okmani. Today's topic is feminine hygiene. Of course, you may be wondering why does feminine hygiene? Yes, we're looking at that today because our gender, my gender, needs to know more about their bodies. And of course, I have with me beautiful guests in the house. I have with me from my left side, we have Excel.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good.
You look good.
Thank you.
And of course, Omoa. Hi, Omoa.
Hi, good afternoon.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
You good?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's get this started already, yes. So how do you define feminine hygiene? Let's start from Excel. How do you define feminine hygiene?
I'm going to define feminine hygiene as me being a lady taking care of myself. Yeah, and making sure I'm having a good aura, I'm scenting nice, I'm looking good, health-wise, and everything essential.
Okay. Oma, what about you? How do you define feminine hygiene?
All right. In my own terms, I would define feminine hygiene as the maintenance and cleanliness of the intimate parts of the body, specifically for females.
Yeah, because actually feminine hygiene, right?
Yes.
So we actually need to learn how to keep ourselves clean. Basically, that is what feminine hygiene is, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so of course, we go through our menstrual cycle monthly, and it's actually advisable that we all know how to track our cycle because sometimes it can change. Like a few months back, mine changed, and I was wondering, why did it change? So I had to go down to my tracker to check. And they're actually trackers, yes, that can actually help you track this down. But it's not just all about that today, of course. We have other things to discuss about, especially the hygiene area. How would you actually say you keep yourself clean during that time? Because, of course, you know what it is now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fluid and everything else. I don't want to be so gruesome on it. So you know what it is. It comes out often. So how would you actually maintain yourself so you know, okay, not to smell or, you know, look bad?
Okay, for me, what I do is, if it comes in the night, immediately I take my bath and, you know, do the whole clean-up
Of
thing.
course.
And in the morning when I'm awake, I take my bath again because I want to smell nice. I want to have this good projection and this aura around me.
So you don't just have your bath once and just go
Not
like
just,
that?
why would I have my bath just once?
Actually, I came across somebody once who just takes her bath just once a day and that is it. That is it. Just once a day she has a bath and she doesn't really clean up, just there. And she feels that is it. I actually tried talking to her like, okay, babes, how far? What on this matter? It can't be like this, yes. This is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. But I don't think everybody actually have that knowledge on what they should do, especially during that time. Right, Omwa? You're going to say something?
Okay, like they should change their pad like 4 to 8 hours daily or anytime they feel saturated.
Okay.
That's the best time.
4
Then
to 8 hours?
Yes,
Not
maybe
just
4 to 8 hours.
whenever it's full.
Not whenever it's full. 4 to 8 hours or when it's saturated, like moisture build up in your body, like bodily fluids when you're sweating and the rest.
True.
Then you should opt for either pads, tampons, or menstrual cups, the one that fits your needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, currently right now, sanitary pads, of course, and tampons are quite expensive, yes. So should we not go for menstrual cups? Because I don't know how healthy that will be going for cups. I understand that, okay, for the tampons and for the pads, you can just use and discard, and that is it. You're good to go, right? But for the cups, are they really that healthy to use?
Yes, from sources I've gathered around, menstrual cups are quite good because you could use them like more than once.
Okay.
Wash it and sanitize, then you're good to go.
How do we wash it? Just with soap and water and that's it?
Yes, necessary soap and water and sanitize it.
Of course, sanitizing, and of course using warm water or hot boiling water to actually keep it, because we can actually bacteria. True, because our body is very sensitive. Any small thing, before you know, infection. Exactly.
Yeast infections.
Exactly. Even down to just peeing, it helps it, because even after having this, of course, sexual exercise, after that, it's advisable you actually use the restroom. To actually pee, to
clean from front
exactly from bless you, from front to back, not just from back to front, because back to front,
bringing in bacteria.
The bacteria somebody will have or more, it's going to be a lot, and it's very, very not advisable. Yes. Okay, let's go down to the body. normal body, yeah? You know, we mentioned earlier that smelling nice is good business.
Yeah.
You need to smell nice, especially for a girl. So imagine someone who says, "Oh, I was born with this body smell." Do you believe that you can be born with the smell?
I don't believe you can be born with a smell,
Okay.
actually. As a girl child, even as a child, when you come out from the womb, you are not supposed to have that kind of, intuition that, oh, I am born with a smell. No, you are not. You are cleaned when you are giving birth to.
Okay, what if the baby wasn't washed properly?
Even if,
Even if?
yes, I mean, when you get home, they're still going to bath you.
Of course, yeah. So you're not just born with
So you
it
can't
or...
be born with the odor. It's not right, actually.
It's not right, yes. Because I think it's actually nice that we actually have our bath as often as possible. Like we learned in primary school,
Exactly,
three times
three
daily.
times a day.
I know, right?
Morning, afternoon, evening.
Bless you. But not everybody do that.
We should try to inculcate that in our
Actually,
habits.
it's going to be very nice because some actually don't even do what they need to do.
Yeah.
Imagine going around, you finish school, after classes, you go back home and you just lay on your bed. The
With all
next thing
the
you're
sweat.
going out again and you're sweaty.
Bodily fluids.
Body
everything.
fluids, everything. You get, don't you get itchy? Won't you feel uncomfortable? I don't think I can stay without just
Nah,
have my
I will
bath
not be
as
able to
often as
stay.
possible. Okay, and also, because of the whole body fluid and everything, and you add to the body odor, yes.
Yeah.
How can we not get rid of the body odor?
Okay, getting rid of the body odor.
Mm-hmm.
You could try to shave because hairs are like good, like they bring bacteria. They're like body builder.
It attract and it just
Yeah.
stores it in.
Bacteria.
Okay.
Yes. So you should try to shave more often anytime the hair comes. You should bathe regularly, exercise, and be stress-free. Honestly, and use deodorants.
Very important.
Very important.
Deodorant is very important. Just apply here and here. I don't know why someone is actually very lazy to the point that they don't want to even apply the deodorant on their armpits, and
Yeah,
it's strange. It's strange. It's
Very,
not.
very.
Okay. Okay. Let's go down to the sex part now. As a girl, of course, after sex, we've mentioned earlier,
Yeah,
do
you
what?
wash up.
You wash up.
Yeah.
But we've mentioned washing up and also peeing helps to prevent UTI, which is urinary tract
Urinary tract
infection.
infections.
Yes. Okay. There's some people who don't know all this. And how would you attack this matter if you were the one in that shoe? How do you attack the matter?
Okay, for those who have not really had an idea or been given the information or the education concerning, this sex education and all the rest, yeah, I believe we have people around us. Yeah, the reasons why all these seminars happen, it's for this purpose. It's for us to inform them. It's for us to, let these people know that, oh, when you're doing this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
especially for those who are not married and who does these things, make sure you have your vitamins, your drugs that you take alongside with you. Because in as much as we're not supposed to get too used to drugs, we are supposed to have these drugs that help our vital systems.
True.
Yeah, we should have these drugs that help our vital systems because you are giving out a lot of things during the whole process. You're
During the whole
giving your
process.
energy, the whole feminine, everything is coming out, and you'd want to keep that
pH balance.
that pH balance, yeah. And one thing I was told while growing up, during one of these seminars I attended, don't just insert your hands in there
Anyhow,
when it's dirty.
anyhow.
You just finish eating or you just finish doing some cooking in the house, and then the next thing, oh, I want to use the restroom, and you did not even wash your hands. You feel because your hands are not stained, you just
Yeah.
wash it with... No, these things they cause the PPH imbalance.
True.
Actually. And it's not very nice. If you are going to wash down there, use lukewarm water.
Of course.
Yes, don't use scented soaps.
Is it advisable to use feminine wash?
For
But you're not a
feminine
doctor.
ones,
Maybe
I'm
we're
not a
asking you
doctor.
that. Why are you not a doctor?
Yeah,
So,
I'm
but-
not a doctor.
But they're
so-
actually feminine wash. You
I
would
would actually, yes,
use feminine wash?
yes, we should use feminine wash.
Do you think it's advisable? I think it's quite
Yes.
dangerous if you ask me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
for me,
next,
I don't
maybe
like
next time we'll have a
Less
doctor
harsh
here
and the non-scented ones,
Mm.
we should use those ones.
instead. Yes. Okay.
And we should also inculcate the habit of buying probiotics.
Probiotic.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is that advisable?
yes. because
I
it
think
helps
it's best to
reduce-
actually consult someone who is into the
You don't
medical
just
line
go
first
out, yeah.
before just taking anything. Vitamins, fine, that's understandable. But anything antibiotics or whatever it may be,
Probiotics are the whatever that she said.
okay? That
Those
she
are the
said.
probiotics.
They're
They're like
like
gummies.
probiotics.
Yes.
They're like gummies.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not like
Okay.
medicine. They are vitamins that you take.
So you can just get them anywhere.
Yes, you can
But
get them
so
anywhere.
taking those what do you call them?
Probiotics.
Okay, probiotics. So taking that can actually help balance the pH.
Yes, those.
It does.
I don't
Okay.
really agree with that. I would say
does.
we should actually consult. I'm more of a person that love consulting a lot.
Better
Yes.
actually.
Have a consultations with either your gynecologist or a pharmacist nearby that knows about these things. Again, most of all these pharmacists, they just sit down and open stores
And be selling drugs.
and be selling drugs. Some of them, they do not even have their certificates and all the rest. You know, but make sure the person who you are interacting with or whom you are consulting has an idea or
Of
has
what it
the,
is.
you know,
Knowledge.
certification and knowledge of what it is that's
Yeah.
happening to you.
So whether they're like gummies or they're like chocolates, I think whatever it
They're
is, as long as I'm
vitamins.
taking it, as long as it's
As
entering
long
my
as it's
body,
entering my body,
yeah,
I have
to consult.
I was talking
So
with
it's
a
best to
doctor
consult.
recently, and I asked him about these gummies. He said he wouldn't really advise us to take these things because there are some, you know, cells and things in your body that would need these things you are killing.
Oh,
Yes. So
Imagine.
it's not really advisable. For me, it's not advisable. But
Personally,
it's better you have a consultation. Yes, to be very, very sure and to, you know, be on a safer side. Yeah.
And so to add to that, yes, like you've mentioned, say gynecologist, somebody who's in the line, somebody who can actually direct and actually tell you what to do and what not to do. Because you may never know, you may think what you're doing is good, but it can actually be killing other cells in your body that your body may actually need. Okay, moving down to clothing now. Breathable clothing. Because, of course, down there needs to breathe. You know
Yeah.
it needs to breathe. It needs air. There's
We need
nothing you
air
can,
to
it
survive.
needs air to survive. So now, wearing all those thick things, of course, in the body can actually now cause heat to be there. And the heat now will make it now have this funny smell to say. So in order to avoid all this funny smell, what do? You wear breathable clothes. What, like cotton, there's some
Cotton
cotton,
clothes.
exactly, there's some
Yes.
cotton underwears you can use that's going to help you, you know, still healthy and be good. Now let's move down to our breath, of course. You know, as you speak daily to people, you need to smell nice now. You know, it's a normal thing, yes? So now, somebody actually told me some time back that this Dema odor,
Yeah.
not this one is not birth now, don't worry, it's not, they didn't give birth to the person like that. But I think he had a fall, like when he fell when he was younger, and I don't know what happened to his head or whatever, that actually that connected down to his mouth for him to now, I don't know how true is that. Like I said, we're not doctors here. So how can we now have fresh breath? Because daily, as you go out, you need to brush. Yes, we know normal, you will brush now. Don't
Very,
you
very
brush?
important.
Everyone brushes, right?
Yeah.
But how many times a day should you brush? Like we're taught in school, how many times?
Morning.
times.
3 times. 1.
Anytime you eat.
no,
Excel, what did you
twice
say?
a
I
day.
said morning.
Okay. Ha. Thought I had 1.
No, why would you brush only once?
Okay.
Twice daily.
Actually,
So
it's
how many
twice
times?
daily.
Twice.
Morning and evening.
Okay.
That's,
And that's
what
it.
I do actually.
And it keeps the teeth clean. It keeps the tongue clean.
No, personally, when you brush, then you should inculcate the use of tongue scrapers. Those are a big deal, tongue scrapers.
Don't they cut your tongue? Don't you
No.
keep cut?
Yeah, I'm
They're
actually very
loud.
scared of that thing.
Okay.
Tongue scrapers are not sharp. They're just like spoon edge, one kind. Then use
Spoon
to-
edge, just to
yes,
scrape
something
out
like
the
that,
tongue.
Just to scrape out the tongue.
Okay.
Then use mouthwash.
Mouthwash help too.
Yes.
That's true.
Goggle
Yeah,
your
that's
mouthwash.
true.
Don't swallow your mouthwash, please.
What if it tastes like strawberry?
No, don't swallow it.
So it's still not okay to
It's not
swallow
okay to
mouthwash,
swallow.
Abi?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's actually advisable to always have nice breath. Because as a woman, of course, you need to smell nice.
And
You need-
floss.
Come again?
Floss.
What's
Yes,
floss?
Yes.
It's
What
kind
if
of
I
like
don't know what floss is? What is floss?
okay. It's kind of like a rope kind of thing, but it's very tiny and it goes in between your teeth.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Then you
helps
just do
remove.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I used to see that in cartoons, of course.
Actually,
So it does help. What does that do actually?
it helps in cleaning the teeth
In between the
itself.
teeth.
Yeah, and the gums and all the rest.
Take out particles of
Yes.
food
That are
it's stored
stuck there.
Particles become tonsil stones. And tonsil stones smell very well.
What is tonsil
Those-
stones?
Yeah, I was
Tonsil
about
stones are
asking.
like bacterial builds up, like remnants of food. Just like she said, when they're like meat particles in your teeth, they go in and create tonsil stones.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So yes.
So toothpick doesn't help take that out?
No, I would advise
Toothpick.
floss.
Just use, is it like a thread?
Yeah, it's kind of like a thread. It's
Do I have to
tiny.
buy it? Can't I use normal thread, normal sewing thread for it? Tell me now, can't I use normal sewing thread for it?
I would not advise that.
So I have to go to the dentist or to
You
a
could get it
pharmacy?
in a pharmacy.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
some
just
of them
use
come
that.
with toothbrushes. Like if you
Okay.
get some, I've forgotten the brand, but there's a toothbrush brand that you get a toothbrush and it comes with a small floss kind of
Okay,
thing.
and just use that for your
You
teeth.
could use that for your
So
teeth.
advisable, of course, brush normally, use your tongue scraper,
Yes.
mouthwash, and flossing.
Floss.
See,
And
now
use
we'll
it gently.
Gently, right? See, now I'll give you guys a method on how to
Make sure
have
your
fresh
mouth don't
bread.
smell.
I think also using some minty stuff too helps, right?
Yeah.
Especially if your mouthwash has mint in it. Doesn't that help?
Yeah, it helps a lot, actually.
It just helps.
It
That's
helps a
just
lot.
it.
But if your bad
No.
breath still continues,
there.
I think you should opt for like surgery for tonsil stones removal. Because like
If
tonsil
the
stones are
bad
like
breath
build up.
continues.
Yes, like if you
Okay.
notice like tonsil stones build up, then you should opt for surgery because they do it.
How would a person know that they,
They
have
have
tonsil
tonsil stones.
stones?
Like it's sometimes some people they'll just like they'll be talking and bad breath.
Okay.
Then someone told me one time that sometimes like some particles, you just like seeing particles on his tongue when he coughs
Okay.
out. Those are tonsil stones and they smell
Oh.
really bad.
Oh,
Those are tonsil stones.
Yes.
Okay. That's
Okay.
true. I think I've seen on a kid one time when he coughed something and then it came out. I was like, okay.
Yes, solid.
It's solid and kind of milk
Small,
milky
yes.
color.
Those are tonsil
Wow,
stones.
Okay. So all that happened because of particles of food that have been stored up
Stored
into the
in-
teeth
yes.
and mouth. So it's advisable to always floss. So like we said, we've given you a method already. What's that? Brush, Abby?
Brush.
Use
Yes.
mouthwash.
Tongue
flossing,
scraper.
tongue scraper. So
Floss.
all these actually help in giving you a very nice breath. Okay. So let's go down to at least the skin. You know, some people can actually have some skin issues. So it's advisable for them to go to, what's it called again?
dermatologist.
Dermatologist, yes. So they can actually get checked out on what
Yeah.
they need for their skin. Oh, we don't have enough time to really go down into this because trust me, feminine hygiene is a very broad thing to do. It's a very broad page to actually start going into. And I'm going to call it a wrap today. Until next episode of Healthy Living, I remain yours sincerely, Joy of Money. Bye for now.